me, an inclusive environment is somewhere where people feel safe. And by that I mean obviously physically safe, but psychologically safe too. So they feel able to share if something's wrong, tell us if there's something that isn't quite right and needs fixing, and be comfortable to be themselves, which is one of the reasons why we talk to our senior leaders at Bupa about how important it is for them to show vulnerability, be themselves, but also admit mistakes. Like that genuinely is one of the best things you can do to create an inclusive environment, is to admit when you've done something wrong, because if you're not making mistakes, you're probably not pushing yourself, you're probably not being brave to try new things. What makes a good leader is firstly somebody that really enjoys getting to know people. As a manager of a team, really take the time to get to know your team as a whole person, inside and outside of work. Then you will know what they need. People feel safe to be able to talk about when they need an adjustment or they need something different from you. And as an employer, that means that you are much more likely to have people that are able to work, be at the best, contribute, feel safe and comfortable and actually really excited and supported to do so. Secondly, somebody that has a clear vision. You need to know where you want to take people, otherwise kind of where are you leading them? And then I think being able to convey that in a simple way that people understand. And again, you can probably have the first two. The third one is the one that I see more rarely, because you can completely get it for yourself but actually not be able to communicate it, and it requires absolute clarity and simplicity. Those three will make somebody that's enjoyable to work for, make somebody that gives you a strong purpose because you know how you contribute, and then is just really creating a team that feels like they can get the job done and enjoy doing it. Those are the three key things for me. We all spend a lot of time at work, don't we? And it can be something that is a good part of your life, or it can be something that's really challenging and you just kind of get through on a day-to-day basis. We've got something called personal energy, which is how we support people to stay well and mentally well. Burnout is obviously a risk that we kind of try to manage and mitigate against, but equally, if you're under challenged, that can be just as demotivational. If you don't really know what you're doing at work, you're not clear on what your priorities are, you don't really know what you contribute, then that can be just as demotivating and struggle to get up in the morning. I think it's really understanding and supporting people with their whole lives, but also being clear about what they're here to work on, what you need from them, how they can contribute, how their work fits into the bigger purpose of the organisation. That's actually just as important for people to feel included and like they contribute and they enjoy work too. We are always learning about what we can do better and differently. I think the opportunity for us now is to really think about inclusive leadership and how that creates a culture of psychological safety. I think lots of organisations are doing brilliant things around wellbeing and what we provide for people to support them with their health. What we're getting to is there are more root cause fundamental things that are affecting how people work. So things like the ability to prioritise as a leader, how important that is, knowing your team and creating a safe environment by being inclusive, and I think really setting people up to be successful by just being really clear in what you want from them. Then what that brings is just a wonderful mix of different experiences, different people, different contributions, which ultimately means you get the most creativity because people feel safe and there's difference and able to really contribute and help us create innovation, which is really what we're here to do, to solve health problems and issues for our customers.